Yo, what is up, Eddie team? Awesome, back with another video. This one's gonna be a little bit different. I'm gonna give you guys a story time in which I would usually reserve for my Patreon members, but I feel like this story time is too good not to tell all of YouTube. So let's go ahead and get into it. Subscribe, like the video. Let's get into this crazy story on how I went on a date with a popular OnlyFans model and the crazy story of how it ended out. And basically how the story started from beginning to end is pretty crazy, all right? So let's go ahead and get into it. So this story starts off in 2019. Now, to give you some background regarding this particular girl, nowadays she's a very popular OnlyFans model, right? You guys have probably seen her. You guys have probably even busted to her. I'm not even lying. Like, you guys have seen this girl, no doubt about it. Whether it be TikTok, OnlyFans, hopefully it's not OnlyFans, but you've seen her. But back in 2019, this was not a popular girl. She was not how she is today. She was actually quite normal. So with that being said, when I first moved to this new city, Orlando, we matched with each other on Tinder. That was like one of the first times I was actively using Tinder. That's before I became a digital Romeo. That's before I knew how to take great pictures and really present myself in the best light. But we still ended up matching and we still ended up talking, right? So we were talking, bantering, and of course, I had no idea on how to escalate the situation, so it ended up going nowhere. We just talked for a little bit. I think I might have messaged her on Instagram. It just ended up going up nowhere, right? And so I started talking to this other girl, and this other girl had a big impact in my life. She actually the one who pretty much helped me discover female nature about the she was doing, helped me discover the red pill. I've talked about her many times, but throughout the situation with her, the girl who red pilled me in a sense, she became friends with OnlyFans girl, right? So the girl I'm talking to is now friends with OnlyFans girl who I also matched with on Tinder. At the time, it was like 6 months ago to a year. And I was like, yo, how do you know her? How did y'all meet? I forgot how they met, but the point is they were friends and it was a little weird. So she would talk about me to the OnlyFans girl. And that was also the time where she actually started doing her OnlyFans stuff more consistently. So point is, she knew that we knew each other and she knew about her content that she was posting. Now, me and that girl eventually had a falling out after about a year or so. And so I was back fully on the market, fully using dating apps. And this is when I've actually learned how to use dating apps the best way. And so, lo and behold, guess who I see back on the dating apps? OnlyFans girl, which was shocking to me because at this point in time, it is now like post-pandemic 2020. And this girl is actually pretty popular on OnlyFans. She's been blowing up. I've been seeing her videos here and there. So I know what she did. And I was kind of surprised that she was still using dating apps. So we rekindled and I was like, yo, what's up? Like, how has it been? Are you still friends with, what's her name? Blah, blah, blah. And girls are grimy. I swear, if a girl's into you, whether or not you are friends with one of her acquaintances or a girl she's not really truly best friends with, she will still sleep with you. So basically we ended up going on a date. We ended up going on a date with the OnlyFans girl. And so as we're talking on this date, she starts telling me how, you know, guys only see her for one thing and then how guys don't treat her like a person anymore and how dating is so hard. And in my head, I'm like, well, no shit. Your OnlyFans model, like actually showing shit on OnlyFans. Like, this girl isn't like one of those lingerie OnlyFans model. She's on there getting, you know what I'm talking about, right? So we just went out to a bar. We had, I had like a Moscow Mule or something. We had a few drinks, talked, and overall throughout that date, she seemed like a very normal person. Like, her online identity versus what I got from that date was very different. Now, me, myself, of course, I'm not taking no OnlyFans girl seriously, bro. I'm just trying to smash, or you can be a part of my rotation or something, right? And so I'm actually surprised I even went out on a first date with her. I don't know why I did. I think because since we had that connection through the girl I used to talk to, and we've spoken before on a dating app back in 2019, I was like, why not? I can get to know her, like, just for an hour or so. And so, me, a part of my dating strategy, I like to escalate, physically escalate, and sexualize things a little bit more fast, especially with an OnlyFans chick, right? I'm not going out on 3, 4, or 5 dates. Not happening, and hopefully you guys aren't doing the same thing either. So after the first date, I followed up with her. And after that, like I said, I'm trying to, you know, sexualize, move things fast. And I'm like, yo, come over, let's cook some food, let's have some wine, like let's have a good time, you know what I mean? And then she was like, oh no, I actually don't cook. And I was like, what do you mean you don't cook? Or like, at least come over, have some wine, you know what I mean? Like, you're an OnlyFans girl. You can't expect me to be treating you like a wife when you're out here doing this stuff on the internet. But this is where things changed for me, guys. This is where the big thing happened that really shocked me. So in between our messages, I decided to look this chick up on Twitter. Horrible mistake, but I still decided to do it. I looked her up on Twitter, and what I saw, you guys won't believe. She posted like a teaser clip to her OnlyFans, and the video was of her sucking, giving a dude a blowjob, like no censored, nothing, on her knees, sucking this dude's on Twitter. And it had a lot of engagement, a lot of likes, and a lot of all that. So as I'm messaging her, I'm like, yo, this chick wants me to take her out on another date when she is posting this shit on Twitter of her literally giving a dude head, like uncensored, just straight sloppy top. And I'm like, hell no, that's not happening. It's not happening. So she said she doesn't cook. So I kind of counter offered. I was like, okay, well, you can come over for some wine or like do something else if you don't cook, or maybe we can figure out something else. And basically she was just trying to get me to take her out again. And then that's when I pretty much left her on red, and since then we never spoke again. So the reason why I tell you guys this story is just so that you can kind of see, one, how delusional females are. Like, we already knew females were delusional, but this delusion is absolutely out this world. Girls who are strippers, OnlyFans models, girls who are posting literal porn on social media, and they still expect that wifey treatment and for you to take them seriously and for you to take them out on dates when they're going back and recording themselves giving a dude head. Absolutely not. And what shocked me was that on the first date, how she was so adamant about like, oh, guys don't treat me like a person, or guys really don't see the other side of me, all they want to do is f. And I'm like, well, no shit. Like, what do you expect? That's the way you present yourself. You're presenting yourself in that light, so that's all you're gonna attract. For me, it was a bit different since I knew you kind of before you started doing all that. But even me, myself, I'm a man. If I see you're an OnlyFans model, if I see you're one of these girls who's posting nothing but ass on the internet, what am I gonna try to do? Of course, I'm going to try to smash. So not only the delusion, but I say this so you guys don't get finessed. Me, myself, I have smashed and dated quite a few OnlyFans models. Another one in which I'm not gonna talk about, but she's very popular also. But from that, I never take these girls seriously, guys. And then alongside with that, I've learned to never even go out on a first date with the OnlyFans model. If she's hitting you up and she's presenting herself like that online, what you should do is invite her right over, bro. And if she doesn't agree, or if she wants something else, let her be. Let her be. You know why? Because that's disrespectful for you to spend all your money, take her out, court her, do all this stuff, and then she goes home and films content with some other dude or her ex or whatever, right? Pretty crazy. So I just had to share that story. If you want more juicy content like this, definitely be sure to check out the Patreon down below. If you guys think you know who I'm talking about in this story, go ahead and leave a comment down below. That like button, let me know, because I'm curious and I wanna see if you guys know, all right? So subscribe, like the video. I'm gonna see you guys in the next one. Peace.